Hey there, Internet. Keeve here, and welcome to the Cars with Keeve YouTube channel. And this is something we don't do but maybe once a year, and that is a ceramic coating kind of install, test, and let it see what happens for a year. Well, Ivan from DIY Detail, they have a sister company, C6 Ceramic. So this is a professional line of ceramic coatings, but they also created Hydrolite, which is a consumer grade prosumer type product. Now, they have their Hydro and their Diamond, which is their professional. You have to be an approved professional installer to have those types of coatings. Now, the Hydrolite is good for, they say, 6 years. Now, if you take really good care of your car, you garage it, you maintain it well, it can last beyond that. But they put the 6 years on it because they had to kind of change the formula, not a ton, but enough to make it easier to use, less of chance of the high spots. And obviously, they had to get the price down too as well. Now, the app polish, now this is a polish that you use very little of. You may use like 8 to 10 drops for an entire car, and you use a dry pad and you wipe off dry. No damp pads or anything like that. And you have to use a orbital sander mostly, or a forced rotation, or if you have a DA, it needs to be an 8mm stroke or less because they need the abrasiveness to be at a certain level. If you use a higher stroke, it's going to be much harder to get off. And this really isn't a polish like you're trying to correct paint. I've already done that to the hood. Now, there's several costs involved here. You have the app, and then obviously the coating. The coating is $2.99. They can use code Cars with Keeve to save 10% on their website. It's very expensive because it has detonated nano diamonds. If you want to know all the chemical stuff, I'm going to link some videos below where Ivan explains it. I think one with Pan the Organizer where he really explains it really well. Ivan sent this to me. I did not pay for this. Like I said, it's $300 plus this. Plus, you're going to need a jeweling pad if you don't have a jeweling pad. Right here, and you need an applicator pad, but you can use any applicator pad you want. Then obviously you'll need an orbital sander, but most of us usually have one hanging around. You don't need expensive or anything. It's like 25 bucks on Amazon. I'll link it below if you're looking for one. Now, Ivan said, hey, I just want you to test it out, see what it's like. Let me know your feedback. No video was discussed or asked for, but you know me, I'm going to make a video out of it because this panel that this is going on is going to be used throughout the year in almost every single video when we're testing. So if you watch the channel regularly, you're going to see how the coating is working on the panel throughout the year with constant contact washes, constant chemical abuse, constant pressure washing. I can't wait for the hydrophobics because that's what I'm a big fan of. So if it's working well on this panel, I'm going to wind up installing this on one of my cars pretty soon. Now it has a holographic sticker, but it's all of that big box for this little box, but when you pay, it's part of it, I guess. Under here, you got a couple of stickers, so now we don't need that anymore. All right, let's check out this bottle. It's a 30 ml bottle, and if you use it enough on a sedan, a mid-sized car or less, you might be able to get 2 cars out of it, at least 1.5. Truck, you're at least gonna be able to truck out of it. Smaller car, definitely gonna be able to get 2. So let's get started on the app polish. Don't forget to check out the links below for anything in the video. Check out the videos. I'll have a link below as well. Code Cars with Keeve will save you 10% on anything at DIY Detail. Let's get them installing. I know already that this is not straight. I don't care. I know it's not dead center of the hood. I don't care. But what I wanted to do here is create an unprotected area that was big enough to kind of notice. Before it was just single tape lines. It was just too small to kind of notice the durability difference between the coatings and the area that was unprotected, whether they had swirl marks or these didn't. It's going to help. I think this is going to be the non-app side. This is going to be the app side. I have my sander here, 2 drops of the app, and all you need is 2 passes. And full speed on the orbital sander. If you have a pad break, you probably want to remove the pad brake so it can spin a lot freer. Now, another thing that the app does for you is there is no panel prep before the coating. This is a panel prep. It's going to keep the surface clean. It's going to work it. It's going to swell. It's going to get it prepped and ready to go. It's an adhesion promoter polish. So just like you use an adhesion promoter when you're trying to put mods on your car, when you're using like 3M tape and stuff, this preps that surface for the best bond. You see I got 2 dots here. I'm wiping the excess off on the other sides. Now this pad should always stay dry, and this pad should do the entire car without ever being cleaned because you've already done your decon. You're at the cleanest point. We're using this polish, like I said, as a promoter. So very little will be done, and this needs to be wiped with a dry microfiber. Low pile, like these. And we put the coatings on. I have my low pile and my high pile for the buff off step. Guess we can do a little dabby dab around. And another great thing about this is you can do the entire car and you can wipe off at any point. You can wipe off the next day. It's fine on there, and then just wipe off just before you're about to do your coating. Their patch look like that, very clean, not much product on there. Once you stop seeing the trails, then you need to add a little bit. I've actually splattered a little bit over here. I'll have to wipe up. And when I dabbed it out, probably not the best idea because when I hit it with this, it just slung it around. So it's probably best to kind of just spread it out like this and then do your passes. Now on this side, since I don't have the app polish, which is my panel prep, I'm going to do some panel prep here. This is G-Technic's panel prep. It's my favorite panel prep. I've used the DIY detail. I prefer the G-Technic one. Now we can wipe off the app polish. This is Rag Company 365 low nap. That's a pretty easy wipe off. And hey, look, Ivan, I'm wearing gloves this time. Now, as with any coating, shake it. You should actually shake it between every panel. And this is the priming pad part where you put a little more on there than you would like. Usually it's just a couple of drops per panel, but you're going to need about 8 to 10 drops to prime the pad and get it going. That may have been a little bit too much. But what we're going to do is I'll start kind of in the center, and that's going to be an area where it's a little bit too much, and then I'll box it out. And then as I'm going back and forth, I'll work this larger amount of ceramic around the whole panel there. Like I said, yeah, I'm way too heavy there. So we'll kind of get that worked out. And that way I can box it in. And yes, it makes noise. This pad. I really like this pad though. Now we're just going to evenly do these circular motions. And circular motions helps you cover the area better, making sure you don't miss anything, but also it helps with leveling. Like you have less chance of high spots because you're not stopping and switching directions. You're going in the same direction the whole time. I'm going to check this section here. Yeah, we're good. So now we just start buffing out with the low nap. It just levels so good. Like even the 3, 5, and 8s, they were very easy to level. And I've only leveled a few other coatings. And these are just so easy to do. Like you have to really mess up to get high spots. Now we put our high pile. And this will be something like, say, like an Eagle 500. This is a DIY detail microfiber, but they've been out of stock for a very long time on these. It's like a 500 GSM microfiber. It's the best that paint's looked in a long time. Now we can start on this side. The pad is already primed, so we're just going to add like 2 drops. And as long as you see that coating going down, you're good. You can tell without that app polish, the side's a little bit grabbier. Now, I'm not going to have to do, on that side I did like 2 passes, but it was because I was trying to level out all that extra coating that was in the middle. I won't have to do that on this side. All right. We got an indentation? Nope. See how instantly slick it gets, because you noticed earlier when I was applying it, since this side didn't have the promoter, it just had that panel prep, which made it very grabby. But now, the slickness is there. I don't see anything anymore. It's all gone. No high spots. There isn't a swirl mark on this hood either. So it'll be good to know when we come back. And I plan to abuse this hood way more than before. We're going to leave this outside in the sun. We're going to do way more to it. Now, the cure time is only 1 hour for you to be able to take it out into the elements. Like, it can be rained on after an hour. But you can't do a car wash or anything for 7 days. You can't put any pressure on the panel. Contact wash, chemicals, or anything like that. It can just get wet from the rain or the elements. Now I can take off these stupid gloves. Make my palms sweaty.
These weak arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti.
Well, it's been 7 days, and I wasn't even going to do this on video, but I figured let's just go ahead and do it. Let's do this, the 7-day wash, see what it's like. We got our Amazon battery foam right here. This thing's pretty dang cool. We're just going to foam down the whole panel. Let it sit for 5 minutes. This is 32-to-1 Incredible Suds, and there is 2 ounces of all clean. So it's like 30 ounces of product. It's 15-to-1 dilution for all clean, so we put in 2 there. So I did a pH on it. It's in the 10 range between the 2 chemicals in here, so pretty good pH. And there will be no toppers. There will be no rinse aids, none of that, other than the final rinse will be DI water, so we can blow it off and make sure we're not building up any minerals. The hydrophobics, man. It's like, I don't want that water on me at all. Get it off. All right, we got 32-to-1 Incredible Suds, and I'm going to use the green body brush. Got this from DIY Detail, actually, from their website. They do send me free stuff every now and then. Obviously, the Hydrolite. They send me Incredible Suds every now and then, but I do buy quite a bit from the website. Now, these are safe for paint. You just got to be careful. Obviously, they trap dirt. You have to be careful, but, you know, real world scenarios here, right? We have a boar's hair brush, too, that we may use at some point, and some other mitts. We're just intermittently going to change them out. I am going to keep track on a board every contact wash, every time we spray chemical. Try to keep track of the numbers a little bit better. Try to keep track of how many days it sits out in the sun, sits out in the elements, that kind of stuff. So. And I'm not gonna dig into it. Now we're just gonna, like this. I might do a little more in this area because there is tape residue, but that should come off. I know some of you are cringing at this brush, but if you know how to properly rinse these things out and keep them clean, it'll be just fine. Gonna rinse it off with pressure. I mean, look at it. It's just fighting that water. I pulled out the 4 GPM Elay nozzle. And the reason I hadn't changed it before was because I just had one shower head and I kept these screens that they have here. I didn't want to keep changing them out. Now I went ahead and bought multiple of these shower heads and I have a different screen in each one. I put quick connects on them. So every time, I want to use them, I just slap them on. I switch them out real quick. But this right here, this is going to run about 7 or 8 gallons per minute, and it is going to drench this panel. And before, it has overwhelmed even the 5 and 8 year coating from DIY Detail before. Wow, look at that. That is crazy. I've never seen hydrophobics like this before. Look at how tight those beads are. And this side's just as good, the non-app side. And look at that break from the unprotected. So now I'm on the final DI step, final rinse. I have turned my system down to 2.5 gallons per minute and turned my flow through the DI system. I am changing out from the 4 gallon per minute to the 1 gallon per minute. Now we can blow it all off. Well, there you go. You saw that water behavior. That was crazy good. I've never had a coating behave like that. It just repels the water. I'm wondering if it could do pretty good at repelling dirt, dust. Obviously, it's going to be easier to clean. And it went on so smooth, leveled perfect. It was basically leveling itself. You're just kind of wiping around and no high spots at all. Very expensive coating. So Cars with Keith discount code will save you 10%. It's going to save you about 30 bucks on a $300 coating. And that's about it. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out anything in the links below. And I'll see you in the next video. Just a little bit before the Hydrolite. Hydra. I keep saying Hydra. Like I'm in a freaking Marvel movie or something. I keep saying Hydra. I came back, did 4 rounds with 4 passes. I have been out there with some long time. I'm changing out.